excited to bring on our next guest. She's disappeared from her screen right now. So, oh, there she is. she's like, the second I go disappear, they're going to bring me up. Okay, I know how you ladies are. So let's bring her up. Tamara, it's so good to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you all doing?
Oh my gosh, we are on cloud 80. Forget cloud 9.
I'm there.
Whoever limited it to 9 clouds, I'm not sure.
They've never been in this spot before. Maybe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Too much fun.
Yes, congratulations. Tamara is the #1 best-selling
author. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been exciting, being on this journey with you, reading your chapter, and then, working with you, like behind the scenes a little bit here and there, right? And just getting to know everybody and who they are, what they're all about. I've been enjoying this process, and I'm hoping that you've been enjoying it as much as I have. What we want to do, though, Tamara, is I'm going to bring one of your quotes up from your chapter, because no, I'm not crazy. I mean, hello, how many of us can relate to that, right? So you said, before I could fully wake up from the anesthesia, the nurse was shaking me awake and advised me that I needed to head straight over to get a CT scan because the doctor had spotted a growth on my colon. Oh my gosh, just that one. There's so many emotions that can go into that one sentence. Yeah. So many emotions. And I would love to hear from you, like, what on that sentence right there, what does that mean to you today, as opposed to, when you actually went through the experience?
What it means to me today is gratefulness that I'm even able to sit here and have the conversation with you about that moment. Now, almost 6 years ago, it'll be 6 years in June. I am a 5.5 year colon cancer survivor. So yay to that. So what it means to me now is gratefulness. What it means to me now is living my truth and speaking and telling my story. What it meant to me then was complete and utter fear. And for just a second of it, the nurse sounded like the Charlie Brown, womp, 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 womp. Because it was like, wait, what are you saying? Where are you? Why are you so loud? Because I'm still under anesthesia. So I'm like, what is happening? And then for her to say that, it was shocking.
So I can't even imagine. And that Charlie Brown, I mean, even though you threw that funny part in there, because the Charlie Brown, like the message was not funny, but the Charlie Brown, and it's like sometimes when we're in shock, we don't really hear what's going on. But as you said, you were under anesthesia at that time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear. I'm going to go back into the lobby. I'm going to hang out. I see we've got Daryl and Brian out there. I'm just going to go hang out with those guys for a little bit and send it on over to Sally. And Tamara, thank you so much for being part of this journey, sharing your story, because your story is very impactful and is going to give hope to someone else out there. So thank you for putting it onto paper and sharing it in this book with us, Wellness for Winners.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the opportunity. Thanks so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Sally, take it away.
So Tamara, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and why you decided to write your chapter in Wellness for Winners?
Well, I'm Tamara Carruthers. I am a mother and wife, mother of 3, a wife. I'm a business owner. I'm a friend. I'm a coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I wear a lot of hats. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, but I live in Memphis, Tennessee right now. I have an amazing job, have an amazing family. This book for me almost didn't happen. And I know you probably talked to several of the other authors that were a part of the One Habit book. So it almost didn't happen for me. And it was almost devastating for me because I've been holding on to this story and so many other stories for so long. At heart, I'm a writer. I just have this thing where if I speak my truth and I say my truth, I feel like I can touch one person, maybe 2. But if the one person is all that it is, then I'm okay with that. So easier for me to do it is write it on paper. I don't do well talking in front of people, as you may be able to tell. I'm not a people person. I'm kind of an introvert, but being able to tell my story, put it on paper, and then speak it out loud is my story. Nobody can tell it better than me. So I'm just extremely grateful for the opportunity. And like I said, Sherry and Evan really came through and saved our lives, book lives for that matter. Because like I said, it almost didn't happen for us.
Yeah. Well, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. And so how difficult was it? Now, we gave you a lot more words to write.
Absolutely.
how difficult it was. Difficult, you had the first one all, written in the way that you wanted it. How difficult was it for you to now just add more to it and come up with a larger chapter, and what did you change?
Everything.
Oh, really?
Kind of like Dara. So yeah, my first chapter was completely different. It wasn't it was personal, but not this personal. This particular chapter is something that I was working on while in the middle of going through a crisis, which that chapter talks a lot about mental health as well as my cancer journey. So I was in the middle of going through a crisis. Again, writing for me is therapeutic. So I wrote what I presented to you all. Started writing that about 4 or 5 years ago. The first chapter was completely different. But when I had the opportunity to do it again, I just said, you know what, go for it. Put it all out there, because you may not get this opportunity again. Like, this is the time to go. And I'm a firm believer in everything happens in God's timing. So all the things that I was trying to do up until this point, it was never going to work out for me because it wasn't my timing. It was God's timing. So right now, this moment, that chapter, those 2,000 words versus the 300 words I had before, it was life-changing.
We're so happy to have been able to do that for you, for all of you guys. I know, being a part of that, and then having that disappointment, and knowing that the book wasn't going to happen. Lynda and I talked about it, and we felt your pain, and we knew that, you guys needed something. And so we're just so thankful that you guys trusted us enough to share your stories with us.
Yeah.
So in the book, you share your story, and how has the process been for you? Was it difficult for you to hit that submit button and submit your chapter? Did you have things in your mind saying, maybe I shouldn't be saying this or doing this, or just the fear, or was that easy for you?
It was not easy for me, because again, it's my story. It's mine. It's intimate. It's personal, and personable. But it just was very hard for me to say, you know what, just say it and be done with it, because I know for a fact, like my life is rooted in being a servant leader and just being a servant to people in general. And this is one of my ways to, distribute my gift out. So I had to do it as hard as it was. I think I like I said, I was working on this particular piece years ago, and I added and had taken some things away from it and added it back in. I was like, no, that's too much. And then I was just like, you know what, just say it, be done, and send it. I sent it, and I tried to unsend it, and it didn't work. So here we are.
So do you think you'll write the rest of your story?
Absolutely. I cannot wait to write the rest of my story, actually. This has been so motivating. You guys have been amazing. I think I expressed this to you guys earlier in a message we were sharing. It's just been unbelievable. I literally was thinking that I'm forgetting to do things because you guys have made it so easy. It's almost seamless. I'm like, okay, wait, I maybe missed the deadline. No, I hadn't. You guys have made it just that easy for us. So I appreciate you guys for that.
Well, thank you so much. We've enjoyed having all of these authors, everybody here, and we are just so blessed and so happy to have you part of this. You are a #1 forever in a best-selling author, and it's just you think about the process and what it's going to be like going forward. And I know you guys, especially the ones who are the first time authors, this is going to open doors for you. This is going to, if you put in a little bit of behind the scenes hard work and go after it, there's going to be opportunities that are going to be opening up for you guys. So I'm so excited for you for that. So what's next for you? Do you have anything on the horizon?
Yes. I mean, I have other businesses. So I do have a VIP sip and paint party company with my sister. We also do decor, and we have a lot of things going on. So I'm excited to include or incorporate those things within my book, hoping to do some coaching. I'm signing up to get my life coaching. For some reason, I haven't gotten it, but I'm a lot of people's life coach. just not getting paid for it. So you know what? Why not put that on paper? And I'm a great product. I'm a great product, and I wanna put myself out there, because not only for myself, just because there are people who are in this space just like me, who are introverted, who aren't, wanting to be in the limelight. And sometimes we just have to push ourselves. And if I push myself, or if I can push other people to do it, then I most certainly should be able to push myself to do it. So finishing working on my other businesses, gonna work on finishing my book, and the story that you guys are gonna, get a chance to read. I want to add on today so you can really figure out who I am.
Perfect. So how can people get in touch with you if they want to know more?
Okay, so I can be reached on the Messy Canvas TC on Instagram, and then also on Facebook at Tamara Carruthers. That's CarRuthers is the last name.
Well, we are so excited to have you as part of this book. Everyone go to wellnessforwinners.com, pick up your copy, and help us to become best-selling authors in all the categories on Amazon. We're gunning for all of them.
Yes.
We went after Tony Robbins. We beat him in a couple of his categories, but we here we go. Yes. So thank you so much, Tamara, for being here.
Yeah, Tamara. Yeah, again, thank you so much for being part of this journey. That it's so great to hear that you had your story. You were writing it, and now you've got it started. And so sometimes it takes just that little bit, right, to get the engine, the caboose.
Absolutely.
The caboose going. So we're super honored to be part of that journey that you are on, and so excited. #1 best-selling author. Yeah, we're shooting for all the categories. We're almost bestseller in all of the categories, but we're shooting for that #1. Why would we stop at just bestseller? Right?
Don't stop here.
Don't stop. Believe. Okay. I got to go into song every once in a while. Okay. Tamara, thanks so much for being here. And we're going to bring up our next guest, which is Daryl. And then, please keep sharing this out there, because we need those shares in order to hit that #1 in all those other categories. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, ladies. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Messy Canvas to the rescue.
Yes. Bye.